Alright, made it. Finally. Even got my own little beach access. This is the Spinifex Premium Lodge 3P tent. I got it on a really good price at Anaconda, like really good price. They had like a 40% off sale. And it comes in this really cool little bag, which I've never had to deal with before. And apparently you just roll this thing out. Not quite sure how it works yet. There we go, something like that. So the bag is actually self-contained, which is really cool. And all the pegs and everything else, it's all in here. Look at that. Right, so that's obviously the tent. That's the pole, which I can sort of sit aside over there. Oh, I like it already. Now, that. So the pegs come in their own little container, which is absolutely fantastic. Just got to remember how this all goes back in now. And we'll start by putting the poles together first. Something like that, and then I'll lay them that way. This one, the poles look really good, like good quality, which is definitely a bonus. Move that a little bit. And then do a little bit of a wriggle, just so it's all good. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it already. Now I just want to spin this around so it's the right way. But I think that's looking pretty good. Now I just want to clip these up like that. Well, I've got to say, first impressions, really good. Looks really good quality so far. The zip seems really good. And that's normally the first thing that fails, is your zips. Oh, it's so pretty. Now this is often the hardest part when there's rain or wind. The thing gets bloody blown around. Yeah, I reckon that's the front. It's always a little bit of a fiddle getting this right. I reckon something like that. Okay, normally it's got a little tie down point in the middle for your fly, but this one hasn't got it. That's alright. Now I can peg these in if I want. Am I going to peg them in? Probably. Where does this one go? That little pole just slots into there. That's probably not too good because that's pretty sharp behind there. But this little pole just literally just free floats, which is kind of cool. Probably don't even need it really. Now I'm going to bang some pegs in the ground through my tarp, but I have a little trick for that. And that is mission complete. Pretty stoked. I won't put the ropes up. I've got one spare peg. Roll the door up. Do the windows up. I'm extremely happy with this tent. Alright. But yeah, all the seams are welded in the fly, which is a good sign. Well, there you go. Little Spinifex Premium Lodge 3-person tent. And I'm very happy with it. I'll see if it lasts 10 years like my old little Coleman did.
Oh, good morning. That was a really good sleep. And it absolutely flogged down there a couple of times last night. And everything's dry. There's not a drop of water in the tent. And I'm still really cozy and snuggly. But this tent It's a little ripper. I wish it was a little bit bigger though. I've got to put my bed on the diagonal though, just so I fit in here so my feet aren't touching the walls. But she stayed dry and it really calmed down last night. So yeah, good score.
The worst part of it is packing up. Now that tent, my first impressions of using that overnight in the rain, pretty good. Like really good value for money. They had like a 40% off sale, so I got it for like $73 or something. So really good score. Completely weather resistant. I think if you had a week of continuous rain, it might leak a little bit, but for just doing overnighters or a couple of nights or something, if you get rain, you're sweet, you're not going to get wet. Now packing it up, that was really cool actually. I sort of got a little bit confused there at one stage of how to do it, but because they've incorporated the fiberglass poles within the bag, you're literally using those to roll the tent up. And it makes it just so much easier. I sort of thought there's no way I'm going to get this back in the bag. When you fold the tent up and put it on top of the bag, as long as its width isn't really any wider than what the pegs are, or the poles, sorry, it rolls up just so easily because you're using those poles to put pressure on when you're rolling it up, and it just goes back in the bag just so easy. And then you got those straps in the end where you can just rip everything up and sort of compress it all. But I know in the past, trying to put a tent back into the bag is a little bit difficult. So for the Spinifex Premium 3-person dome tent, I'm going to give it 4.5 stars out of 5. Really good tent. The Solo Traveller, probably be a little bit tight for 2 people, but for 1 person it's absolutely perfect and doesn't take up much room at all when it's all folded up. Good stuff.